Well done. Next up is Clouse.
How's everybody doing? Good. Well, I'd like to start by telling you guys a little bit about me. First things first, my father is from Spain, and my mother is from Mexico, which makes me Sexican, you know what I'm saying? Not to be confused with my brother with erectile dysfunction, who's what's known as a sexicant. I think he goes without saying, but we don't love him as much. I'm also part Native American, which means I'm good at making it rain. That was for Keisha. I'm an aspiring entrepreneur as well, so I'm always coming up with different business ideas. Now, the thing about these ideas is they're all pretty terrible. But on the bright side, they're so bad that any potential investor you propose the ideas to would almost immediately pay you to go away. So collectively, they could be pretty profitable, you feel me? Here's a few of my favorites in no particular order. I'm gonna open up a titty bar / sandwich shop. I'm gonna call it Grinders. I know what you're thinking, conservative looking lady in the third row. Finally, you don't have to choose between night moves and Subway on your lunch break. My thoughts exactly. I'm gonna start up an electric company sponsored by Betty White from the Golden Girls. I'm gonna call it White Power. Hey, if you guys don't like Betty White, then fuck you. So, I'm gonna make a documentary about racism throughout history and the American justice system. I'm gonna call it, Are You Afraid of the Dark? Hey, for all those people giving me an O right now, I'd like to remind you that I'm Sexican. Please pay attention. Lightening the mood a little bit. I'm gonna open an abortion clinic that serves breakfast, right? I'm gonna call it Scrambled Eggs for the Over Easy. On the other end of the spectrum, I've invented a line of whiskey full of fertility drugs, right? I'm gonna call it Baby Maker's Mark. Where am I gonna sell it, you ask? I'm gonna open up a nightclub. Now, the name of the game is shameless self-promotion, which is why I decided to call it A Baby Seal. That way, when you're talking to your friends, you're like, oh, what are you guys getting into tonight? Like, oh, we're going to Club A Baby Seal. You should come. It gets worse. Inside, we're going to have a bunch of seal piñatas so people can literally club baby seals. Now, I know what you're probably thinking. Candy doesn't seem appropriate for a nightclub piñata. Well, I couldn't agree more. Now, my solution isn't technically legal, but I'm going to tell the cops if you don't. I managed to create a mixture of performance-enhancing and club drugs by combining steroids and MDMA. I'm going to call it Flextasy, right? Can you guys imagine if people got roid rage when they were in a good mood? It could go a little something like this. Let's build an orphanage. So you guys know how they say the downside of tattoos, that when you get old, they get all saggy and gross, right? I'm going to open up a tattoo parlor where we only do wrinkly dog tattoos. That way, the older you get, it'll just keep getting cuter and cuter. You guys should check mine out after the show. It's adorable. Got it on my balls. In my experience, it's the only time it's appropriate for a woman to look at your junk and go, ow. So I'm going to leave you guys with this. I'm going to open up a casino for people with epilepsy, right? I'm going to call it Seizure's Palace. Before any of you go trying to get offended, I'd just like to let you know that a friend of mine with epilepsy is going to bartend there. Fish can make the fastest appletini you've ever seen. I'm talking. Thanks a lot. You guys have been great.
Zach Clouse. It's very funny. Let me know about that, Zach Clouse. Young man seems to have a lot of venture capital. Especially for someone wearing an orange Miller Lite headband. Zach Clouse.